Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is a paid request for Jose. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much anything, commentary, review, topic, reaction, rank, list, news, whatever it may be, links are down below in the info box if you want to send it either directly through PayPal or join my Patreon. Again, both links are down below in the info box under the video. And someone's going to say, wait a minute, Matt, I think you've talked about this film before in the past. I talked a little bit about it when it came out, but like I said, I'm also open to talk about a film again or a re-review or anything in between if it's a paid request. Because, it is interesting to rewatch a film to see if your opinion changes, if it gets better, worse, whatever it may be. And no, how I felt about this film back then, I feel the same. And I can't believe it's been 3 years since the film came out. And if I cut the long story short, Venom is a very forgettable film that the lack of an R rating definitely hurts it. And people will go, it would flop at the box office. If it was R rated, it will flop. I call bullshit on that. Deadpool and Deadpool 2 were big hits. Logan was a big hit. Those were R-rated. I think people underestimate the popularity of Venom, just like they underestimate the popularity of Deadpool, and that was a surprise hit on both counts with those two movies. People underestimated how much money an R-rated Wolverine film would make, and Logan made a lot of money. People underestimate that stuff, just like an R-rated Ninja Turtles film would make money if you do it right and well. That's the other thing. You gotta do it right. You gotta do it well. Now, if this film just had an R rating and nothing else was changed, would that make the film good? No. It would make it better. Because Venom is an R-rated character, and when he's doing stuff in the movie like biting heads off, but then you see nothing, or the villain has these blades and does this maneuver, and people fly back, but there's no ounce of blood, you just call bullshit on it. From the get-go, you call bullshit on it. And even from the get-go, it's still awkward to introduce Venom with no Spider-Man, because the reason Venom looks like Venom is because of Spider-Man. That's why he looks the way he does with the eyes. That's why the eyes look that way. The eyes look that way because it's mimicking the mask of Spider-Man. So it's awkward from the get-go. And I said this before, I'll say it again, the movie at the end of the day is very forgettable. It's a very forgettable film. I mean, I guess a positive is if you took out the end credits, it's like 90 minutes long. It's just not 2.5 hours like a lot of superhero films nowadays. But the film has a lot of dumb plot points. You don't have the visceral edge that you could get out of Venom movie because it's neutered to all fucking hell. Tom Hardy just seems drunk the whole time. That, like, you look at his character, he just seems like a drunk crazy fuck. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? You know, so aliens. Like he seems like he's drunk all the time. I don't know what, you know. With that thing. If I had that, would that maybe go up in the trees very, very high? Like, very high? And, like, again, he's like the drunk you laugh at parties. Not that I've never done that, but... And then on top of that, the movie feels very rushed. I don't know the backstory, but if someone told me a lot of stuff was cut out, I would believe them. And to jump ahead, one of the things that just killed me with this movie was Venom. I know that's not technically his name if you look at the comics, but I'm just calling it for just make it easier. Because I don't think in the comics his name is technically Venom. It's just the Venom is the bonding between the two, but like that's why he says we are Venom. But I just call him Venom just for sake of argument. When he makes his 180 From invading the Earth to, I'm going to save the Earth. There's zero reason for it. There is zero reason why Venom changes his mind from, we're going to destroy the Earth and I'm joining them, and you know what, if you're lucky, maybe you'll be alive. Then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, I was a loser like you, Eddie, and we're going to save the Earth. Why did you change your mind? Because of you, Eddie. Because of him. What did he do? He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. You guys went up a building. You went through a window. You told him to jump off. He took the elevator. Venom called him a pussy. You had one car ride with the girl. You went up one building and said, the city looks pretty. Your world does not look as ugly as I thought it would. That's all that happens. And then, hell, right before that, Tom Hardy, the girlfriend, and the girlfriend's new, or his ex-girlfriend, played by Michelle Williams, and her new boyfriend, the doctor, they literally shot the shit with sound waves, I should say, Venom off, ready to kill him. So you would think he'd be more pissed off. Like, you tried to kill me, fuck you. No. Instead, he possesses a puppy, a dog, gets into Michelle Williams, and you get this fucking fetish scene. Female Venom. And then possesses Eddie again and goes... I was surprised Venom didn't just keep going, I did it for the nutty. So you take that cootie, stick it up your ass. Stick up, you did it for the nutty. Maybe be a Limp Bizkit fan. I mean... There's no reason, no rationale, no fucking points to how, why, when, where, and what Venom changed his mind. And that's part of the issue with this film. It's like, it wants to be this crappy comedy, and I'm sure there's humor in Venom comics. You know, dark sense of humor. But man, this just... From rushing the plot, space trash, astronaut, they mentioned Jameson, so it was J. Jonah Jameson's son. It goes to this EMT lady, and from time to time the movie cuts to this symbiote, who is Riot, possesses the EMT lady, that possesses this old lady, and for some reason, when Venom takes over Eddie Brock, he's talking, he's conversing, he's letting Eddie run, jump, go fast, ride motorcycles, but Riot possesses this old woman. It takes him 6 fucking months to get to an airport. 6 months to get to an airport. So, yeah, I think Venom, in the span of 2 days, is able to do all this shit, but Riot, in the span of 6 months, can't get an old lady to walk to a fucking airport. I mean, and here's the thing. The symbiote even says, we looked into your thoughts. We know about what you do, what you can't do. So Riot would be able to look into the EMT's thoughts and then to the old woman's thoughts to learn the customs, everything else. So why the fuck does it take the motherfucker 6 months to get to an airport? That makes zero fucking sense. There's some other guy online, I forget who was, who made a better point. The bad guy who's doing all these experiments in a lab, why wouldn't the symbiote just be in the lab and have that symbiote kill people in the lab one by one, slowly, with stealth, just ending people's lives one by one? And then that became Riot. I don't understand. Why not? Tom Hardy, his character, again, Eddie Brock seems like he's just drunk all the time. He's a bad reporter. He listens to his girlfriend's shit. And then when he gets the job to talk to this guy who's our main villain, who's a lame villain, there's nothing to this guy. He's saying stuff that he knows would get him kicked out. He knew, like, what else was going to happen when he started talking like this. Hey, by the way, you're experimenting people, right? You're killing people. Talk to the camera. You're killing people, right? He's got no hard evidence. He he gets himself fired, even though his boss says, you know, for a smart guy, you're really a dumbass, which is true. He is a dumbass. He gets his girlfriend fired because I think the stuff he found out got leaked, and they were able to trace it back to her computer. So by association, she gets fired. So I don't blame. And Michelle Williams, I thought, watching it again, she did a good job for what little she had. I thought Michelle Williams pulled off the role fairly well. She just didn't have much to do, but for what little, she wasn't bad. I don't blame her firing his dumb ass. Which, by the way, I think it's weird that Eddie Brock can't find a job for 6 months. At least it seems like it, but he affords this nice-looking place. But it seems like it makes it seem as if he hasn't had a job for 6 months, but he's able to afford all this. Oh, he's got a couple bills, but still, 6 months? What the fuck he's been doing for 6 months? Sucking dick for beer money? I don't know. Maybe that's why he's so drunk. He gets drunk every time. So 6 months after their bad guys are doing this experiments, I guess after 6 months of killing and torturing homeless people, the girl finally goes, "Hey, this isn't right." And then she goes to Eddie Brock. Why? He's a nobody. He's a loser. He has no job. Why don't you film shit and take it to the press? Film shit and take it to the police? Film shit. I mean, there's no fucking security cameras in the place, because at one point when Eddie Brock goes in, he's just walking around and there are people like, "Who took my symbiote? Look up the camera." "Oh, I guess there is no camera." What? The only reason they find out is because they talk to the girl. The girl tells them. Think about this high-tech place with a fucking symbiotes, aliens from another world. Now one security camera. If you know how that makes sense, you feel free to explain it to me. So he goes in the, and then, I don't know why she goes to Eddie Brock. He's nothing. What the fuck he's going to do? He doesn't even have a job. He doesn't work for anybody. Talk to a detective. Talk to a cop. If this takes place in Spider-Man, and call the Avengers. I don't know, something. And no, if you're asking, I did not see the sequel. I didn't see... And I'm like, wait, Carnage is in the movie, and it's still a PG-13 film? Oh my god. So no, I didn't see the sequel, in case people ask. But, then, it just, when Eddie, he goes in, he gets a symbiote on him, he escapes, and just doing weird shit. He goes to a tank and snacking on lobsters. He loves tater tots, frozen tater tots. And then you get to the finally halfway through the film, finally Venom appears. Fights bad guys, motorcycle with drones. I'm like, whatever. When he's in the apartment and the symbiote is fighting the bad guys, throwing them around, I mean, it's alright. Watch it again. It's alright. The motorcycle bit, it's pretty silly. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. I've seen worse motorcycle scenes, Sally. But it's there. It didn't blow my mind. But, there's some good practical stunt work. There's some good practical... There's CGI mixed in, but there's some good practical... got a motorcycle and cars in the back being blown up for real on camera. So is that the worst I've seen of that? But then you have the Venom, the design of Venom, I don't mind. It's faithful to the comics. It's better than... What the hell was his name in Spider-Man 3? Oh my god, I forgot his name. Guy from that 70s show. Oh my god, I forgot. You know what? I'm fine with forgetting his name. He was a terrible Venom. It's much better than that. It looks much better than that. But the CGI... Some of the close-up shots of Venom is alright. But then when it gets to the action scene, especially the finale, it just sucks. Flat out sucks. And that's the thing, like, anything you could attempt to be savage or visceral, the balls have been cut off. Taking the divorce. What divorce? I don't know. Whatever divorce you see fit. I mean, I'm like, wait, did he even bite the one guy's head off in this one scene? Was that guy's head bit off? It doesn't seem like it. There's no blood. There's no And then again, Venom starts liking Eddie Brock for no good reason. I'm starting to like you. I'm like, why? There's a bit that like I said, when he goes to a building, and that's when he's gonna jump down, but he doesn't want to, and Venom calls him a pussy. He gets out of the elevator, and there's like a SWAT team, and then Venom, I know supposedly he doesn't kill them, but I'm like, these guys are fucking dead. I know the movie says they're not dead, but the way these people are being thrown about, you have a guy going as if it's a fucking Ninja Turtles. Remember Turtles in Time, the arcade game, where you take a foot soldier and you go like, or okay, what the Hulk did to Loki in the first Avengers. That's what Venom does to a fucking cop. I'm like, he's paralyzed. If he's not dead, he's paralyzed. Everybody's dead. The way they get hit, fly around, they're fucking dead. The ribcage is exploded. The fucking heart just fell out of this guy's ass. This guy's dick pulled up and punctured his lung. Thrown so hard, they're dead. They're DOA, pal. Despite what you want to say. That's where you get where they're in the car, the ex-girlfriend's up top, driving. Get the symbiote out. Eddie Brock gets taken, interrogated. Riot at this point has overtaken the bad guy. I don't even know what the bad guy wants, like the human bad guy. What is his end game goal with the symbiotes? Because now it's like, oh, we're going to take over the world, and he's fine with this. So what does the bad guy actually want? I'm not talking about Riot. I'm talking about I forget the human bad guy's name. Some people call him like wannabe Elon Musk. A lot of these people call it. There's one reviewer, I forget his name, he called it, I mean, I could see that. I'm like, what does he want, actually? What is his goal? I don't even fucking know. Again, why the fuck is Venom in a 180 from invading Earth to, I want to save the Earth? Back home, I was a loser like you. I'm like, okay, what? Of course, you have the female Venom shows up and kisses him. And part of me is like, in the back of my head, I'm wondering, did she want to kiss him, or did Venom himself want to kiss Eddie Brock? Because you never know. Because there's the whole thing that maybe Venom really is in love with Eddie Brock, and they just want to, I'm like, just bone and get it over with. Stop lolly fucking gagging. So then, Venom fights evil Venom. That's what it is. It's like when Black Panther fought evil Black Panther. When Shang-Chi fought evil Shang-Chi. It just... Black Widow fights evil Black Widow. Back to the day from Iron Man fights evil Iron Man. They just... all the same similar shit. And it looks awful because they look almost the fucking same. To the point when the fight scene happens, it's a CGI orgasm smorgasbord of awfulness because it looks bad, it looks amateurish CGI, and I can't tell what the fuck is going on. Like, they're melding together, and I don't know who's who, because one's black, and one's a little less black, because they look almost the fucking same. So I can't tell. They're doing this, and doing this, and doing this, and they're doing this. I'm like, I don't know who's who and what's what and what's happening. I can't tell what the fuck's going on. That's not a good action sequence. It's not. So, they win. You have that stupid thing at the end where he gets the bad guy, go eat your face and your limbs and your arms, and you're gonna be a thing rolling down the street like a turd in the wind. I don't know if that's from a comic. I don't care. If it's from a comic, then it was a stupid line in the comic. It's a stupid line in the movie. Like a turd in the wind. I never needed to hear Venom say the word turd. But it fits, because this film is a fucking turd. It's a forgettable turd. The no R rating. Venom is a savage motherfucker. Whether he's a villain or an anti-hero, he's still savage. Right, the way I look at Venom would be, I would take in like a drug addiction angle, where Eddie doesn't want it, but it feels so good, so he keeps going on with it. Almost like that movie Brain Damage with Frank Henenlotter. Kind of like that way. And Venom, I think there is a way to do Venom practical. There was a film, I have it over here. Yeah, I don't know. Don't fall. This right here. This is a lower budget, didn't get into many theaters film called Split Second. And it doesn't have the budget of one of these big studio superhero movies. But this creature, when you do see a bit of it, looks kind of like Venom. And I thought it looked pretty cool for its low budget. But I'm a fan of this movie. I love Split Second. Dan doesn't have a ton of action. It didn't have the budget of one of these movies, but I do like a lot of aspects of this film. And well, if they could do this with a lower budget film, actually, I'll show another one. Here's a better. There you go. That looks like Venom, to me. That looks like Venom. So imagine doing this with a low budget. You could do a lot with a big budget. Suit, all sorts of stuff. It would be tough, but you know what? Hard work can equal better rewards. And it would have been nice to see that attempt. But no, CGI is easier. I'm not saying that the people who work on CGI don't do hard work, but I'm saying it is easier than trying to build stuff, make it work, and that goes with time and money. But if you're in a computer, you could do this and maybe even have the AC on when you're doing it. You're at the computer, you can get up, go to the bathroom, sit down, have a drink, that type of stuff. There's still people who do CGI that do hard work, but I do think doing stuff like that would be harder work. But I think the effort could create richer rewards. That's just my opinion on it. So yeah, the movie, and Eminem does a song at the end. Why? I don't know. I would love to hear the explanation as to why Eminem did the song at the end of this movie. Because he doesn't seem like the type of guy that would do that for a movie. But, a Venom movie's coming out. The Venom. Like, what the fuck is this shit? So, I did positives. Michelle Williams as the girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, I thought she gave a decent performance for what little she had. I thought the design of Venom, pretty spot on from the comics. The voice of Venom, I actually thought the voice was right for it. I could see the potential of Eddie Brock Venom banter, but the humor I didn't find funny. I thought its tone is kind of inconsistent. Was trying to be a goofy comedy until it's not. It feels rushed. Like I said, Venom's 180 turn from villain to hero makes no fucking sense at all. There's no explanation for it. The ending is a CGI orgasm smorgasbord where, again, I can't tell what the fuck's going on. The same with, not all, but a lot of the action scenes. And then the lack of R rating takes away any balls that Venom could have. Any savagery, visceralness, viciousness, that's taken away. I did even that Eminem. Like, I liked Eminem. Lose Yourself. I liked. I am whatever you say I am. I liked a lot of his songs, but Venom is now one of them. And Tom Hardy, like I say, he just seems like he's drunk all the time. If you like Venom, cool. I'm not a fan of it. I'm still not a fan of it. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.